Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna be filling up that freezer, okay? We're getting ready to go back to school and I'm not trying to have to come home from school and cook for 2 hours, so we're gonna be making some freezer meals today. We're gonna be making some meatballs, chicken cordon bleu, Tuscan soup, and some baked biscotti, okay? Baked biscotti in the dish. So, let's fill that freezer. Let's get started. We're gonna get started with the meatballs. These meatballs are gonna go in several different meals. We're gonna go in with 2.5 pounds of hamburger meat. Now this is what I'm gonna substitute for the breadcrumbs. This is gluten-free. I'm gonna crush it up. That's gonna be my breadcrumbs. We got Parmesan cheese, garlic, eggs, parsley, onion, Italian seasoning, oregano, and some milk. And we're gonna just mix this all up. All right, now that we're done with our meatballs, we're gonna roll them up, put them on the pan, put them in the oven on 350 for 30 minutes. So now I'm getting some hamburger meat out to make my spaghetti sauce. I'm just gonna brown up the hamburger meat, and I have some jarred spaghetti sauce from the grocery store, and I would like to can my own spaghetti sauce, and hopefully I will do that in the future. But today we just used the convenience of 3 store-bought cans of spaghetti sauce. So I just went in and used 3 jars that I got from Aldi's, and then I put a little bit of water in it to get the little bit that was left in the jars out, and mixed that up with my hamburger meat and added some seasoning to that. Once I let my spaghetti noodles cook, I drained them, put them in these tins, and then took my spaghetti sauce and put it over top of my noodles, and then just kind of gave it a little bit of a mix. And now I've shredded some cheddar cheese, and I'm layering that across the top. I'm taking some press and seal and putting over my tins, and then I'm going to go back and put tinfoil over top of the press and seal. And then here I'm just writing what it is, what the frozen meal is, and how to cook it, like 350 for 45 minutes to an hour. Now I'm moving on to prepping for my Tuscan soup. So I'm going to go ahead and peel some potatoes and chop them up and get them ready for the soup. In a large pot, I just added a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, and I'm going to put my onions in there that I have diced up. These are going to cook up until they're a little bit translucent. Now I'm going to add the sausage. It calls for Italian sausage, but my grocery store didn't have any Italian sausage, so I just used regular Jimmy Dean sausage, and I added some spices to it. Now that my sausage is done, I'm going to add, I had about 1 cup of my chicken stock left over from when I cooked my chicken in the crock pot. So I'm going to add what I have left of that. And then I'm going to add a container of chicken stock that's got about 4 cups in it. Now I'm going to add 8 ounces of coconut milk, and this is the only thing my grocery store had, so that's what we're using. Then I'm adding all of my potatoes into the pot to cook. So I'm going through my kale, just making sure I don't have any stems, any hard stems in there, and kind of breaking the kale up into bite-sized pieces. Once the potatoes and soup has cooked for about 15 minutes, I'm going to add my kale to the pot and stir it, and then I'm going to cook it on simmer for about 15 more minutes. And here I've cut some chicken up. I'm fixing to put it in the oven for the next meal I'm going to make, which is chicken cordon bleu. And here my soup is done and it smells amazing. And so what I'm doing now is just putting it up to put in the freezer to save to eat for later. So now we're back to the chicken cordon bleu, where I have taken my chicken out of the oven. I have shredded it, and now I'm adding a block of cream cheese to a bowl. Then I'm adding some Duke's mayonnaise in there with it, just, 2 big old spoonfuls. I'm not really measuring. Then I added a couple more spoonfuls of sour cream and mix that all together. I take my shredded chicken and add it back to the bowl with my mixture. And then I just give it a good mix. I've taken a package of Black Forest ham and I'm chopping it up into little pieces, and I'm going to add that to my casserole as well. Now I've taken a whole package of Swiss cheese and I'm going to do it the same way that I did the ham, and I'm going to chop it up into little pieces and add it in. And I have my little sous chef helping me add the cheese in. And I'm just trying to mix it up. It's so thick that I just decided, you just need to get in there and mix it up with your hands. Every now and then, you just got to get in there with your hands and get it all good and incorporated. And then the last thing we're going to do is put the topping on. And I think this was my nephew's favorite part because he got to bang on the pork rinds to mash them all up for the crumble topping that is gluten-free. I'm going to sprinkle them over the top and spread them out. I did the same thing to this casserole that I did the other casseroles. I used the press and seal, and then I covered it with tinfoil, and then I put what it was and how you cook it on there. Hey guys, thank you for watching, and I hope you got some good freezer meal ideas to put up.
Make sure to subscribe on the like button. It's just right up there. Thanks for being awesome. Bye-bye.